This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado.
Hello, I'm Desmond Howden.
One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run it from the gun. Creates a little space. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. It's going to make a statement today.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wide receiver going in motion. Moore to the air. Looking deep down the right side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
Let's go!
Back to pass. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Oregon! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
That's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they built traditions, and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football game.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Trying to beat him to the left. He's in open space downfield. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19.
Well, we know this running back's a playmaker, and he's a guy they want to get going early and often in this game.
Also, you can wear out those big defensive linemen by making them chase.
Yeah, I like the idea of going outside. You want to mix and match it between the tackles to the outside. Get these big fellas running east-west.
The give to the back. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
This crowd full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up 4.
K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. First time we've... Oh, the fake, the up man looking for room. And the gamble pays off as they pick up the 1st down.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the 1st down, and the chains are moving.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Johnson wants to throw it. He's going to take off. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
Looking downfield on first down. Right down the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
To the air on second down. Fires to the right. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Give to the running back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Trying play action. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 25. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the ground, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Lockett. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The option. Now the pitch. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
He'll ride his man on the option. Quick toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
They'll run the option. Oh, there's a loose football in the bad pitch. defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the ref.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
The inside handoff. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Grabbed in the backfield. It's slow. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate, use different personnel groupings, shifts and motions to give their offense a success on 3rd down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks, and make plays.
Looking for the score! And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now facing a 3rd and long.
Cricket.
Moore will throw. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Under fire. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the 2nd play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's got it. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
I mean, the great news is you just came up with a huge completion on 3rd down, but the bad news is you're still miles away from picking up this first because of how poor you were 1st and 2nd down. Moving forward in this game, the offense has got to do a better job early in the drive to at least give them a chance to have some success.
They boot it away. And the ball comes to rest right there.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you punt them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field. All the speed on the field for that punt coverage team. And you can tell they caught up with it and forced the fumble.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. On the ground, it's Hughes. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue! Gorilla! Timber!
Moore to the air. Going over the top. Makes a catch down the right side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. The RPO, it's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
The give on the option. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the knee.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. On the move, he fires. Makes a connection. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Hey, I gotta be honest, I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
On the move, it's Hughes.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience, bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Moore will throw. Going for 6. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. And And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a two-time All-American know this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ole Miss. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll run the option. He'll toss it.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wideout. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Johnson looking to throw. He's taking the shot. Finds a spot down the gun of the knee. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Kansas State quick to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Oregon. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Wildcats are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Rushes on him. He'll pull it down and run. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run. But that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Johnson wants to throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
Oh, he wants it all. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Offense couldn't get anything going in rhythm there. They're just trying to give themselves some space. Couldn't come up with a completion on third down. Looks like they're going to be punting.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll take this inside his 40. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football and trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
Pound 55 weak.
Wants to go up top. Unleashes to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And you just got to wonder if the pass rush affected the QB's accuracy on that throw. He had his guy wide open in the end zone, but he had to throw it a split second faster than he wanted to, and the ball got away from him.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lockett. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wide receiver comes in motion. Johnson looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jackson. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield very late in the half. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Lockett. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. He'll start this drive going to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Jackson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the back. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Wants to throw again. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Moore to the air. Using his feet to buy time. Trying to escape and get it himself. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Now on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it on the outside. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And, man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call, and that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot and led to a wide-open receiver.
He wants to throw it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback on the keeper. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. If you need me to throw it, I can do that too.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Coming out with it, it's Lockett. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Sends it back in motion. Johnson looking to throw. Oh, they're after him. They get to him as he throws. Oh, it's picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Now, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Wants to fire on second down. With the catch, it's Whittington. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
Snap from the gun on third down. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know
Turning on the Jets. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They'll ride the hot hand. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Trying to bully their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're keeping the credit so bad, you start to put the backups in and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. The other side, well, they're just taking it right in the face.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Johnson wants to throw it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things because they're just not hitting at a high clip. And they got to find a way to make things easier and alleviate some pressure off their quarterback.
They'll send the back in motion. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Can't connect on his first throw.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Wide open spaces. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quick pass on the jet motion. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. 48, Kansas State, 0.
It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Moore will throw. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Ducks decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. With the catch, it's Bradley. Got room at the 35. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
To the air on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Johnson looking to throw. Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They've got him for the sack, and now get the ball back after the fourth down stop.
That's a tough place to be if you're the quarterback, too. Going fourth down, the defense dials up the blitz. You just feel the pocket constricting around you. It's like a black hole. There's just nothing you can do. It's hard to see receivers downfield. It's hard to step up. And on that play, you're helpless. And you know that you're losing possession when you're coming off the field.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Just feeds the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. He's going to run it. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Like, they understand it's third down. They understand the situation. They drop back. And I love the defensive back with vision on the quarterback. He sees it, right? He takes off the scramble. He's like, no. You're not getting this first down. Nice job coming up, making the tackle, and forcing the fourth down.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Flying out to the left. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Kansas State. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Florida is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Gainesville for some time. They're up 14 over North Carolina. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Moore to the air. Pulls it in on the right. Running free. Touchdown Ducks. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked him right down the middle. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's moving out of the pocket. It's complete on the right side. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And this is exactly the situation you want to get in as a defense. You got the lead late in the football game. You know they got to throw. And what do? You get to the quarterback, you hit him, and you get pressure on him. And then what happens, Palmer?
Yeah, it's complimentary football, David. No question about it. They're just putting the hammer down right now with the lead, and the defense playing accordingly. Now giving it back to their offense for an opportunity to pad this lead even further here as we're in the fourth quarter.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
It's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on first down. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field.
Snatches it on the right. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit and they're still willing to fight. And there's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Johnson wants to throw it. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Just keeps slinging it. Fires toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
On 4th down, looking to pass. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just Balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Toss sweep right. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And the Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll listen this drive from the 28-yard line. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, he's got some space. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45, out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there. After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to throw on 1st down. Using the quick game. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one. This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Delaware Blue Hens, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Buffaloes will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Delaware's offense will get first crack at it today. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch. Fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. A strike downfield. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The Blue Hens will hustle to the line.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? 3rd down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day 1 install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Takes the handoff. It's Silver. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Heaves it on the run. He's got it at the 15. And the Blue Hens are rolling down the field.
Tackle at the 15-yard line. And first down for the offense.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Sweet cut there. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Leaves it with the back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Blue Hens have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. On the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Looking for the goal line. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Didn't get enough to move the sticks, but enough to leave them with the decision.
And the defense did a great job understanding the sticks, rallying to the football, getting them on the ground. And you're right, Reese. 4th and short, that means decision time, or for us, green light. Go for it.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And it's no good. He missed it. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. So Colorado's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Bunch formation for these receivers. Rides to back and leaves it. There he goes. It's a running room. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. And that's one of the ways that you can get the corner there is running the option and pitching the ball to the back.
Yeah, this defense, boy, they got to be careful in this game because it's not just going to be a heavy dose of running in between the tackles right up the middle, but they better be ready to go sideline to...
They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. The offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And they got him. A sack denies to try to convert on 4th down. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Rides to back and leaves it on the option. Oh, a lot of space. All down, but he has enough to the chains. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself on the draw. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. And the Blue Hens now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker from the left hash. And this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Looking for a deep man. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Caught in the backfield. It's Malls. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
To the air, it's Salter. Snagged in the middle, it's Miller. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Buffaloes can really attack on this second and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Going to sling it on second down. Quick completion on the out route. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain. precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before.
Turning it on. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Man, that dude just hits the gas and just goes. How nice is it as an offensive coordinator to have a quarterback that you can run just like a tailback? And you got a tailback in the backfield with him all the time, and he can throw so many options, but you just see the speed when he hits the gas, and it is really nice.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Buffaloes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wide receiver. Goes to the option. Finds some fresh air. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
The Buffaloes will have it 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw it, Salter. Extra grab. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
Now, a 4th down.
They're not into 3s. They want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Offense has stopped. Will be returned again.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Here comes the heat. Oh, better look out.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get 1st downs.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at... How about this DB turning on the Jets and getting the first sack of the game for this defense?
And that is how you come from the secondary with authority. Come with some speed, some vitriol, some hate. Just get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. Nice job by the secondary getting to the quarterback.
The Blue Hens need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep on the run. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Blue Hens send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize.
He's loose. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. This quarterback part of their running game.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They're dealing with a second and long.
Phase 27 jump. Phase 27 jump.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Showed off just about every move in the book except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. And the Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Gives it on the option. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He slides that just inside the right upright. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. SMU rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man. It's Salter. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Here's a heat. And some room to work. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. And the Buffaloes pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
There's the pressure. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Makes the grab inside the 30. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Never a doubt. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far today in Boulder. And welcome in to the halftime update. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The give to the tailback. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to throw, it's Salter. Got his man. Worked his way out across the 35, got it up to the 37-yard line, but still a little bit short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down.
Offense facing 4th down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. This offense has it with really good field position. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Takes a handoff. It's Silver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Release to the back. Catch in the middle, it's Silver. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The Blue Hens come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. There he goes to the right. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Colorado. The defense putting points on the board. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. He does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming over the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And the Blue Hens will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. The play action fake. Floating away. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hayden. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Scanning the field. It's Salter. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Miller. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. All down at the 31-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. DB's right up on the receivers. Rides the back on the option to give. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the 3rd quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put him in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
The Blue Hens with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. And the Blue Hens will bring the punt team onto the field. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, it's Salter. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Delaware.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
And with the extra point, they close it to 17-10. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. 25-yard line. To the air, it's Salter. Got his man out of the backfield. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the catch on the left. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
This is a designed run. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buffaloes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass, it's Salter. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. And the Buffaloes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Calls his own number. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for their quarterback to go. Couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose a yard.
They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. They'll send the tight end in motion. Trying to keep the drive alive. They stop him short, and now they'll get the ball back here in the fourth quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Caught over the middle, it's Patterson. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
That's a first down for the offense.
They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11.
Here we go, here we go.
Wants to go up top. Got a man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making...
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of...
A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Delaware! Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. Here's a big drive for this defense who will try to get a stop with just a few minutes left. The option look. He'll do it himself. Now the pitch. It's a seam wide open. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Price. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. And the Buffaloes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield, it's Salter. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Decisions, decisions, decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game late, but with these timeouts.
Turning on the Jets. Wide open spaces. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Well, you wonder how this guy is so dynamic. It's because of his speed. You simply can't coach that. You saw it on that last carry.
Going with the ground game left. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
I I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
To the air on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got a man. It's Miller. He'll be stopped at the 32. Still ground to cover if they want to convert, and fourth down is coming.
Timeout, Delaware.
No special teams unit headed to the field again. They'll go for it for a 7th time. Fourth down, gotta have it here. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
You got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field.
Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bucks. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Love the play call. Love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Defense playing a bail technique. Grabbed over the middle. It's LeBoy.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be thrown to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have...
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Out of the shotgun on third down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught, close to the marker, it's LeBoy. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
QB slice it. No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll leave it with him. There he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it, and stopped the clock.
No gain on the play. It's third down.
Now facing a third and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Corners are going to bail. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.